Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, we are 104 days away from 2023 Daytona 500. So during the next 104 days, I'm going to finish the Champion Profile Series that I started last year. I'm going to do some different best of topic kind of videos, like I'm going to profile the Gen 3 car, Gen 4, etc. Going to do maybe like the best brothers combo, best father-son combo, those kind of videos throughout the next 104 days as we get prepared for the 2023 season. We're starting it off here today with the NASCAR aggressive schedule topic video. So a few weeks ago, NASCAR President Steve Phelps predicted an aggressive schedule in 2024. Could see the calendar looking different than it has in the past years. So during Sports Business Journal CAA World Conference of Sports, NASCAR President Steve Phelps boldly stated that the 2024 NASCAR schedule will be the most aggressive schedule the sport has ever seen in terms of schedule variation and could feature new and old venues. So what I've done is I went ahead and created my own version of that. And so one of the things in this article was we could have up to 40 NASCAR Cup Series races. So what I've created here is a 40 race schedule with 2 off weeks, and the schedule ends 1 week sooner than now. So the schedule ends at the end of October, does not race in November. So the Cup Series, we have 40 races, currently we're at 36. The NASCAR Xfinity Series, we have 35 races, currently at 33. The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, we have 25 races. Currently, we are at 23. So, start off with the Busch Light Clash. Now, I have it the Saturday before the Super Bowl. What my idea would be, Cook family drivers. My idea would be to have the Busch Light Clash the week before the Super Bowl in the town or close to the town where the Super Bowl is. For example, in 2023, this coming February, the Super Bowl is in Phoenix. Put the All-Star race at Phoenix, or the Busch Clash at Phoenix. In 2024, the Super Bowl is in Las Vegas. The Saturday before the Super Bowl, have the Busch Light Clash at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. In 2025, it's in New Orleans. New Orleans has NOLA Motorplex. It's not a cup track, but it does race some type of sports cars there. So, I mean, it would have to be looked at and seen if it can be converted over to a NASCAR-approved track, but it's a road course. It's in the same town as the Super Bowl. So, I think that would, because people are going to be in town for the Super Bowl, why not try to catch them the day before and do something like a Busch Light Clash? Alright, so we start the season off, Daytona, President's Day weekend, as always. Then we go to Auto Club Speedway, Las Vegas, Phoenix, COTA. So we go to do the West Coast run, we go to COTA. Then we go back to the West Coast and go to Sonoma. And then we go to Bristol Dirt, 1st of April. We go to Atlanta Motor Speedway. The 9th race of the season, April 16th. I'm using dates based on the 2023 schedule. We go to, drumroll please, Rockingham, North Carolina. Yes, we get Rockingham back on the schedule. The 10th race of the year, we go to Mid-Ohio. Now, one thing that I propose, since we're going to do 40 races, we have a 10-race playoff. So we basically do it like stages. So we have basically 3 stages for the regular season, and then the playoff stage. At the end of 10 races, whoever the number 1 in points is gets 10 bonus points, 1 playoff point. Number 2 gets 9 bonus points. Number 3 gets 8, down to 10. We do that for each segment. So in the next set of 10 races, just for that 10 races, whoever has the highest point total gets 10 bonus points. So it could be the person that's 15th overall in points, but for that 10 races, they were the best. They get those bonus points and 1 playoff point. All right, so the 11th race on the schedule, we go to Iowa. Yeah, I put Iowa on for the Cup Series short track, 6/10 of a mile, kind of like a Richmond. Great short track racing. Number 12, the 12th race of the year, the first weekend in May, we go to Martinsville. Now, here's where the first of 5 unique weekends come. So in order to get the 2 off weeks, to get the season 1 week shorter and get to 40 races, we had to add some unique flavors here. May 12th, which is a Friday night, we go to Lucas Oil Raceway in Indianapolis, or formerly known as Indianapolis Raceway Park, for the Cup Series. We run a Cup race on a Friday night at a short track. On Sunday the 14th, we go to Indianapolis for the Indianapolis Road Course, because on the 13th, IndyCar is running the road course at Indy as well. So we work with the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and IndyCar racing with Roger Penske, and have a Friday night at Lucas Oil Raceway with the Cup cars. Saturday we have the Indy race at the Brickyard Road Course. On Sunday we have the Cup race at the Brickyard. Now we also have on Saturday we have a double header at Indianapolis with the Indy cars and the trucks, with the trucks on the road course at Indy. And then Saturday night, we have the Xfinity cars over at Lucas Oil Raceway. We come back the following weekend, which is pole qualifying for the Indianapolis 500. We race on the Indianapolis Oval. So we have 3 races in 8 days in Indianapolis. On Lucas Oil Short Track for the Cup, on the road course for Cup, and on the Oval for the Cup. That when we go on the Oval, we also put the Xfinity cars on the Oval, and we have the trucks running over at IRP the following weekend. That'll be the weekend before 600, before Memorial Day, the weekend of pole qualifying for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Indianapolis 500. And then the week of the All-Star, the week of Charlotte, the 600. We know the 600 is always on Sunday. In my schedule, I'm going and putting the All-Star race back to Charlotte on that weekend. Now, to keep 2 off weekends, we would have to pair the All-Star race up with another race. So I'm putting it at Charlotte. We could put it at Richmond. We could put it at Gateway. We could put it wherever. Run it on anywhere it's got lights. Run it on a Saturday night, and then run the Cup race on Sunday. Now, one thing that I would really like to see is, like we do at Daytona for the 500, do for the 600. So have Wednesday night pole qualifying, Thursday night duels, Friday night the Truck Series, Saturday afternoon the Xfinity Series, Saturday night the All-Star race, and then Sunday the Coke 600. The following week we go to Gateway, then to Richmond. Now, like we did at Indy, the double on that weekend, we do that same kind of double Friday night, the Nashville Fairgrounds, and then on Sunday we go to the Nashville Oval. Then we have 2 bye weeks back to back, 6/25 and 7/2. When we had the Olympic break a couple of years ago, we saw a lot of teams, drivers, on vacation with their families. I mean, you figure the season runs February to November. Except for maybe a random weekend off, the drivers don't have a lot of time to go on family vacations. The teams don't either. So we get 2 weeks there, the end of June, 1st of July, 2 weeks off for the Cup Series. Now, for those 2 weeks, we take the Xfinity Series and the Truck Series. On the first of the 2 weeks, we go to Canadian Motorsports Park right across the border. We have a doubleheader with Xfinity and Truck. The second week, we go south of the border to the Autodrome Monterey for both series, Truck and Xfinity, where the NASCAR Mexico Series races. It's a road course. It's like actually the road course also has a 5-turn bean-shaped oval, which I think racing would be awesome on. Then when we come back from our 2-week Cup Series break, we go to Milwaukee. We do the same. This is a little unique double. Friday night, we're at the Milwaukee Mile for the Cup Series. On Sunday, we travel an hour and a half north to Road America. So we got a road course and a short track in 2 days, Friday night, Sunday. And then on Saturday, we would I have the Xfinity Series off, the Truck Series at the Milwaukee Mile. Then we go to Dover, Watkins Glen, Pocono. The 1st of August, we do another double, Friday night, Sunday double. This time we're in Chicago. Friday night at Chicagoland Speedway. Sunday, the Chicago Street Course. Then we go up north, New Hampshire, and then another new venue, the Brooklyn Street Course on August 20th. We end the regular season at Kansas on August 27th. Here's why. It's Kansas' only date because attendance has been an issue. We run it either in the spring during baseball season, or we run it in the fall during, yes, it's in the playoffs, but it's also during Chiefs football. This was one date, so if you want to go to Kansas this year, you go to one date, and it's before the Chiefs play. So there's no, because Kansas City's a football town, we all know it. That way we don't contradict with that at all. Then we start the playoffs at Darlington. The first round of the playoffs is Darlington, Kentucky, Bristol. The second round, we do another unique double. On a Friday night, we go to North Wilkesboro. And then on Sunday, we do the Charlotte Roval. So on Saturday, we would have, let's see here, where are we at here? So before Bristol, so we got the Xfinity Series off, but I actually have since we're doing the double there, what's that at here? Apparently I have Xfinity Series and Truck Series both off that weekend. Okay, that's fine. Because we're doing the doubleheader, that's all good. And then we end that round, the round of 12. So we go to North Wilkesboro on Friday night. On Sunday we go to the Roval. The following week we ended at Texas. Because I hated to do the double and then in the playoffs. And we could do the mid race on Friday night. And then the Roval ends the round and put Texas a different spot. That'd be possible too. Then the round of 8, we go to Vegas, Talladega, Homestead. The final race is on, again, based on 2023 dates, 10/29, the weekend before. It'd be 10/30, the week before. No, 10/29. Yeah, the weekend before Halloween. The same weekend we ran Martinsville this year. So on my schedule, we end at Martinsville. I think if we're ending the season in the last weekend in October, that opens up a lot of different venues. We start getting into November, starts getting cold and stuff. I think it changes where we can go. I think at the end of October, Mason-Dixon line south, it opens up some stuff. I mean, it was 70 degrees that weekend in St. Louis, so Gateway would have been an option. Martinsville's an option. Obviously, the southern states are options. So in the Xfinity Series, 35 races, Daytona Auto Club, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Coda, Sonoma. We go to Portland, Road Atlanta, Rockingham, Mid-Ohio, Iowa, Martinsville, Lucas Oil, the Oval, Indy, Charlotte, 600 weekend, Richmond, Nashville. The 2 bye weeks from the Cup Series, we go to Canadian Motorsports Park, the Autodrome in Monterey, Dover, Watkins Glen, Pocono, Road America, New Hampshire, the Brooklyn Street Race, Kansas, Darlington, Kentucky. Kentucky ends the regular season. The playoffs is Bristol, Martinsville, Texas, Vegas, Talladega, Homestead, and we end at Martinsville. For the Truck Series, we actually added some different venues as well. Daytona, Las Vegas, Phoenix, same old, Sonoma, Atlanta. When Cup and Xfinity is at Rockingham, we put the Truck Series on Little Rock, which is the half-mile paved track right outside of Rockingham Motor Speedway. Martinsville, we have the trucks at Indianapolis Road Course. And then when everybody else is on the Oval that weekend, we put the trucks over at Lucas Oil. So we're actually using Lucas Oil 2 weekends in a row for NASCAR. We got one weekend with the Cup and Xfinity, and the next weekend with the truck. And then we go to Charlotte, Gateway, Richmond, Nashville Fairgrounds, Canadian Motorsports Park, Autodrome Monterey, Milwaukee Mile, Watkins Glen, Chicagoland. So we end the regular season at the Chicagoland during the Chicago double weekend. Playoffs is New Hampshire, Kansas, Kentucky, Bristol, Martinsville, Homestead, and we end the season in Martinsville. So that is my NASCAR aggressive schedule. 40 Cup races, 35 Xfinity, 25 truck, as we get ready for the new TV contract in 2024, I can see aggressive. I mean, Steve Phelps said it himself, aggressive schedule. This is pretty aggressive, having those Friday night races, doing doubles in some of those cities, travel on a Friday night, on Sunday, North Wilkesboro, Charlotte, Roval, Milwaukee, Road America. Yeah, there's a lot of road courses. There's 2 street courses. There's a lot of short tracks. We have 5 intermediate tracks in the playoffs. We all know right now, as of 2022, the next gen car, the Gen 7 car, works great on intermediates. Darlington, Kentucky, and then Texas, Vegas, Homestead. So that playoff would be just dynamic. But all right, 104 days till Daytona. Hopefully, fingers crossed, a video a day of NASCAR topic. So, championship profile, driver topics, etc., etc. 104 days of them till we get ready for Daytona. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day, have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.